All right, y'all. So this video right here, it's been all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? Um, if y'all don't know who this is, I believe she was in Streamer University last year, and it's been it's been some stuff going around saying that she smashed a family member. So I don't know. We just gonna watch this video because by the looks of these comments right here that I'm seeing, they on her ass. So we about to see what's going on. And yeah, let's just get it.
Hello, everyone. I am here to say my truth and share my story on the things that have been released on the internet and the things that have happened to me. First and foremost, I want to start off by taking full accountability for what I did. I want to start off by apologizing to the person that I hurt the most in this situation, which was my ex. I want to say sorry to my supporters that I disappointed. I did a lot of
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me look at these comments again. It was the cousin. She smashed her cousin? What?
things that I'm not proud of, and I have to own up to them. To my ex, I'm so sorry for hurting you, and I'm sorry that I did not take your feelings into consideration when I did what I did. But our relationship was not picture perfect as it may seem.
I ain't gonna lie, if this is true, bruh, then listen, I feel bad for the ex, bro. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because, like I said, if this is true, he got cheated on with a family member. Um, she's a family lover, literally a cousin lover to be exact. Hide your cousins, hide your nephews, hide your siblings. She's a lover, bro. If this is true.
I lost myself in our relationship, and I was in a very dark place at the time when I did what I did. I have to own up to what I did, and I have to take accountability for my actions. And in doing that, I've come to realize that I need help for myself and for all my loved ones around me. I know I've done wrong, I fucked up, and I'm taking time away to seek professional help in order to correct my mistakes, reflect on what I've done, and become a better person. But I would still like to come on here to share my story because regardless, I've done wrong and I did not have to go down that route, and I deeply regret it.
Bro, how can you sit there and trust somebody anymore after they sat there and did some crazy stuff like this, bro? You can't trust nobody no more after this. Like this is insane, bro.
But there's more to my story, and there's a lot of lies and misinformation being spread about me in order to farm more hate and negativity towards my name. And I would like to clear up a lot of things. First, I want to address the note that was released online. I did not have any involvement in creating it or writing it in any way. It was only shared to me. And I also want to make this very clear. I did not have any sexual intercourse with anybody outside of my relationship. There was a rumor going around that I was cheating my entire relationship, and I've been doing this for months, which is completely false because this is only a recent incident that had occurred. I'm not trying to make anything I've done sound any better, but I think it's important that I share my truth because of the insane amount of lies that are being spread about me on the internet. Firstly, I want to clear up that I wasn't disowned by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother. This was a fallacious rumor that was done by anybody, and I still have a great relationship with my mother.
Please go inside, sleep it off, okay? Please even go to sleep. Tomorrow's a new day. Okay, I'm going to sleep before you go to sleep. Day, good night. Now, okay, we talk in the morning. I want you to come to Miami together. We'll make it through, okay? A really good night. You gotta get some sleep, and so do you.
This was a fallacious rumor that was started by someone that I thought was a friend and is completely untrue. My family does not agree with the choices that I made, but they're standing beside me as I continue to get help and work to better myself. I also want to talk about a stream that my ex was on where he alleged that I did not want to publicly claim him and I wanted to hide our relationship from the internet. But in reality, in the first year of us being together, we actually had a popular couple page. And the real reason on why I wanted to go private was because at the time, I had a lot of people actively telling me to leave him because it was toxic. I also want to make it clear that any cousin or stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it. The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. Together was his idea and he cousin or his stepbrother or any content like that we made together was his idea and he convinced me to do it.
Really? Really?
The next thing I want to address is a very serious topic. It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to say crazy things in order to get clips and impressions, the thought that somebody's personal struggle with suicide can be used by anybody for jokes and views is disgusting and cruel. While I've been off the net, it was brought to my attention that the streamer Snowcone made up a false rumor that I admitted myself into a suicide facility in order to get attention from my ex. I was involuntarily admitted into a suicide facility because I was considered a threat to myself. It was a terrible experience and one I would never wish on myself or anybody else. I want to say to Snowcone that while I understand I'm not perfect and I've done wrong, regardless of the mistakes that a person makes, that doesn't give you or anybody else the right to belittle, lie, and create false allegations about somebody's mental health. Throughout all of this, you've lied and made up rumors about me in order to hate farm me and get attention. Even though you don't care, I want to let you know that the rumors you created have garnered me more death threats and have made my mental battle that much harder. And that hurts from someone I considered a close friend. Me and my ex were involved in a toxic and abusive relationship. When I was in love with him, I was blind to the harmful behavior and abuse that was going on. Our relationship was built on unhealthy emotional attachment, and I stayed because it was all that I knew. He was my first boyfriend, he was my first everything, and I met him when I was 18, just graduated high school, and he was 21. There's two sides to every story, and our relationship was unhealthy on both ends. And since he's decided to bring my wrongdoings onto the internet, I believe it is only fair that I bring attention to the things that he has done to me because my ex was never a saint like he paints himself out to be. We had a lot of arguments throughout our relationship, which was normal, but what wasn't normal was the verbal, mental, and physical abuse that he subjected me to. He put me through a lot in the past 2.5 years of us being together. He even forced himself on me at one point. My ex dealt with a lot of anger issues and he would often use me as an outlet. For example, he would punch things, he would rip wires in the heat of conflicts. He would yell at me when I cried and he would gaslit me until I believed I was the problem. There were 2 or 3 times where my ex would approach me unprovoked and put me in a chokehold against the wall, and I would tell him to stop because I was scared and he wouldn't. The next thing I'm about to say are serious allegations that I know men often get falsely accused of, but at the end of the day, all I can do is come on here, tell my truth, tell my story, whether you want to believe it or not. There was a time where me and my ex were drinking and he forced himself onto me. And it hurt and I cried and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time of my essay, he was very rough on me, which resulted in me getting a cut on my insides. Luckily, I was able to take video footage of the blood on the scene and a graphic photo of the damage that resulted. After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of half-hearted apologies that I continue to accept. This was a memory of mine that was heavily repressed because I didn't know how to process it at the time, and I was very oblivious to what a healthy relationship was supposed to look like. After 1 year of mental torment and trying to get my ex to change to no avail, I left. Here's proof of trying to get my ex to change to no avail.
these goddamn paragraphs, bro. Yeah, man, I passed out last night. Give me a brief overview of what you broke up with. Yeah, I could tell, but I finished at 3 a.m. anyway, so I knew you'd be asleep. You lost the real one because of his problems he was never able to fix. I was putting 100% of myself into the relationship to fix it while he put 50%, so it didn't work despite everyone, despite everything. I loved them and believed them and gave them my trust and all in hopes he would change, but he never will for me because soon after our talk next day, we had an argument where his stubbornness held him back. The immature is just proved they'll never change, not for me at least. While in this relationship, he needs to be alone, see that. So I stood up for myself and broke up with him 2 days ago when we argued again. The word right now, we break up on dead ass, done putting up with your BS. You are in the wrong for this. I'm not putting up, not having to wait for you to get sleep before you want to handle the issue between us two. So please handle it. So please let me know right now. I am so genuine. No, I'm good. You got it. You can repeatedly hurt me, but you get the claim you love me, right? You get the claim you tried, right? I could forgive you as many times, mainly because you can remain the same, man. I can go for the other back and still be one, try to prepare everything you had, be the one come back. I'm the one that doesn't care as much right now. Will be rotten hell.
I left. Here's proof of my ex admitting to his anger issues and admitting to the abuse that led to the fallout of our relationship. I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship.
She got letters?
Fallout of our relationship. I still have the letters that he wrote for me where he confessed to his abuse and confessed to the wrongdoings that he put me through in our relationship. I also have a screenshot of a 20-minute confession where he confessed to his wrongdoings and he made it for me in order to convince me to continue being in a relationship with him. I tried to re-access the link in order to showcase the video for you guys today, but it was sent by him and it was privated by him, so I no longer have access to it. My ex often tried to use money as a way to avoid responsibility for his shortcomings. I'm very grateful for everything my ex bought for me. However, I don't appreciate insisting that I was freeloading off of him when everything he ever did was his choice. And I don't believe a relationship should just be reduced to a list of expenses either. Monetary value does not disregard toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back in February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving
Of course you did. Of course you did.
toxic behaviors. After all of these gestures, I took my ex back.
Of course you did.
In February of 2025. And in March of that year, after leaving him from the airport, I was set into a spiral of losing myself and wanting to seek therapy. Here's the video I recorded after leaving my ex.
Like, I just don't know what I'm doing anymore, but like, I feel like I'm losing my mind, bro. And like, I just need to listen and get help from other people in my life, or maybe therapy. Like, I think like a lot of stuff has been going on like in my life. Like, I need to stop pretending that I'm sorry, this is so like non-descriptive, but I just kind of want to pour everything out because I'm at a breaking point in my life right now. But it's not your problem at all. At all. But yeah, I need help in that sense. I need to listen and grow up and do better.
At the end of the day, I chose to stay in this relationship and I made my mistakes. I regret everything I did and I wish I could take it all back. I never wanted to hurt anybody and I understand how badly I messed up. The only thing I can do from now is take the time to better myself and to heal. The next and final thing I would like to discuss is my mental health. Throughout everything that has happened, I have come to terms with the fact that I suffer with depression. It's a battle that I've been unknowingly fighting for the past 2 years. I was in denial and blamed it on a lot of other things in my life without fully understanding myself. Mental health is so stigmatized to where a lot of people, including me, do not get the help that they need when they need it, and it can often lead to self-destruction. Throughout the past few weeks, I've attempted to take my life multiple times, and the only reason I'm here right now is because I failed. During this fight, I stopped eating, I stopped sleeping, and I struggled to take care of my well-being. I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. The suicide facility that I was admitted to was an abrasive environment that only made me regress more. In my time there, I met a lot of people that were in worse positions than me, and I learned a lot about the unfair and inhumane treatment that these people receive. And from my experience there and my own personal journey, I've been very motivated to advocate for better resources and more attention given to these people to assist them in getting the proper help that they need. I understand that my actions have consequences, and I also understand how the internet works. So I knew the hate was inevitable, and I have no problem with facing that. However, I do want to remind you guys that I am still a human being, and I don't think anyone deserves the immense cyberbullying and the non-stop death threats that I've received in the past few days. I do believe that bringing all of this to the internet in the way my ex did was completely wrong and invasive. It felt like a breach in our privacy. I know a lot of people don't believe I deserve the platform that I have and don't think I should come back to the internet at all. I understand. What I did is undoable, it's terrible, and I can't tell you enough how much I regret it. However, I do want to come back. I do want to be able to use my platform to raise awareness for mental health, because I know there's a lot of people out there who are just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it. I will be back to streaming, and I will be back to doing what I love, because at the end of the day, I want to use my platform to help people. And I do believe after I get stronger and I get help, I can do that. To my community and to all my supporters, I'm so sorry I let you guys down. I'm so sorry I disappointed you guys. And if you are still...
Back to the comments we go. Shorty done lost her damn mind. Y'all dating now, we cousins. I'm sorry to my ex, and then accuse him of the most horrible stuff. She said she didn't do it before she apologized. And the stuff she exposed him for was in 2024. Wait, what? Bro, cousin cracked immediately after this video. Yo, cuz in the back holding up a 100-page document. My truth and your truth is that you cracked your cousin. She trying to throw Uno cards in the poker game. Yeah, by the looks of these comments, I don't think they accepting your apology at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? She talked about everything but the cousin. Why is she popping with the SA allegations? Oh man. We're gonna go ahead and end this video up right here. Is there anything else?
Still here to support me, thank you. If not, that's okay too. Thank you for your time, and thank you for listening to my truth and my story. This is my experience and the things that I went through in my relationship and in the past 2.5 years of my life.
Wait, what is this video right here? Before we end it off, what is this?
Catalina, there's no way out of this one. I'm sorry, but you're done. You're finished. So apparently Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth. But honestly, Kat has dropped a video titled My Truth, but the whole video's fucking lies. So how the fuck does that work? I'm not gonna lie, Kat, you fucked with the wrong one. Nobody, and I mean nobody, will sit here and fucking lie on my fucking name, bro. Hell nah. Alright, so the demon has dropped the video My
Is this the dude, right?
Truth. For whatever fucking reason, it has 2.8 thousand likes. Y'all niggas are sick in the head. Y'all niggas really let yourself get manipulated by.
Wait.
I don't even know the age, to be honest. I was young. I was just hitting puberty.
She opened up about her relationship with her biological cousin last year.
Me and my cousin,
L story, yap, get
we
to the
kind of had a
point.
thing. We kind of had a thing going. But, like, it was kind of one-sided, though. It was more so me. But, like, I remember, like, I had a big crush on this nigga because we were best friends. And at the time, being best friends with a guy when I'm just hitting puberty and, like, my hormones are a little bit, like, peaking, you know what I'm saying? I kind of associated him with that.
And I was just about to end this video off. Hold on.
Literally, like, I'm talking about, I don't know how old this clip was last year, 2 years ago, but we've been dating for 2 years and some change, and you're on stream talking about how you have feelings for your cousins. You found him attractive when I was younger. You don't know if it was your hormones taking over, but now the fact that you cheated on me with your cousin, this means that every single time you told me that you left to go hang out with your family, that you left to Kentucky to go stream at this fucking, the biggest world fucking roller coaster in the world, you was with your cousin. Because, I mean, I have proof of that too. Like, you was.
Wait. Little sister, I'm going to main event. But I'm getting food and going to college campus and gym hoops.
In the hotel room with your cousin. You kept on telling me you was going on these trips. You went to Puerto Rico with your cousin. You went everywhere with your cousin. And it's like, bruh, like, but you only cheated on me recently, right? This only happened last month, right? Okay, but you know, I guess you just get to excuse that. I guess I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is like manipulation, top tier rage bait or what. But okay, you know what? I'm gonna keep on listening to what you got to say. All right.
False, because this is only a
Now I'm not gonna I'm gonna be skipping through parts of this video. I just wanna see some of the key parts in the video, you know.
I want the internet to know that she had a boyfriend because it would make her lose followers. She kept on telling me that, and I wish I had screenshots from when, bro. I don't know what's going on my iCloud. I'm trying to get messages from like early 2024 to 23, but I can't, bro. But I promise y'all, she would not want to post me. You could go on her page. She never had videos of me. It was always me, bro. I literally kept on telling her, why don't you post me? Why don't you post me? And she confessed this one time saying, my followers are majority males. They would unfollow me. I would lose all my followers, etc., etc., etc. She's sick in the head, bro.
Next thing I want to address is a very serious topic.
Wait.
It is my belief that suicide in any form should be taken serious and never lightly. While I understand the streaming business and the need to
I care about you. I don't want to see you do that to yourself. But when you're
My bad, y'all. I don't know if my stuff froze, but
calling me, spamming me, saying you're gonna do that. Bro, keep in mind, TwitchCon was in San Diego. I was in LA. She started saying she was gonna do that stuff, saying how sad she was. This was like when we broke up or whatever, back in like TwitchCon last year. And then I drove all the way from LA to San Diego because she kept on threatening to do that to herself. And then, bro, it's just, in the moment I told her, I don't want to do it, I can't do it, she would gaslight me, say I don't love her. She would start crying. She would just force me, bro. Force me, bro. Like, bro. And then when she moved over here, obviously I see her every single day, so it's impossible to do that shit every single day. And I think that's what got in her head. And that's when she started saying stuff like, I thought you didn't like me no more. I thought you never touched me no more. And that's when I guess she cheated on me with her cousin, but I don't know. Like, that's just what she wants y'all to believe, bro. But I don't.
And it hurt, and I cried, and I begged him to stop, but he never did. At the time,
like, come on, bro. Are you dead ass? You begged me to stop and I never. Bro, come on, bro. And we started doing it. And I always had consent because that's what you wanted. You liked doing vampire sets. So what's on the floor is not the results of me doing that to you. That's just consent and what we had going on. I would never force myself onto you. I would never. I always had consent. I had proof from you. You always expressed how you wanted to do it during that time of month. And we did. The proof is in the pudding, bruh. So you're telling me July 13th, you're telling me what, like fucking, cause this is a hotel, by the way, the sheets get changed. Shit gets clean. So you're telling me 13 to 18, 5 days later, I did it again? I did it again to you? I did the same exact thing I did on the 13th, on the 18th again to you? But aside from that, we broke up tons of times and she always ran to the internet. Why, if this really happened, why was this never a talking point in every single time you streamed once we broke up? It was always stuff like, oh, he would yell at me. Oh, something about the airport. He left me at the airport. Why was this never a topic? Why, matter of fact, why was this never brought to the police? Why is this only coming to the light now? I bet $100,000 that nobody in the world can say that you told them this. This is false. This is cap. And I know this is what the fucking reputation savers told you to look for. Any proof of fucking violence or SA. Like, you're sick and you're not gonna manipulate these people, bro. You're not gonna do that, bro. Fuck no.
After all this abuse, I formed a trauma bond with my ex, which made it hard for me to leave and left me in a cycle of.
I had sent this video to a friend. By the way, she sent this to the guy who sends her every single dollar she had to her name. His name was because the crisis reputation.
Wait, what?
And you went to the airport, but every single time I would come and we've broken up many times and you went to the airport, but every single time I would come and bring you back. That's like, we was taught to get all of this in the past and some things that
I'm here right now is because I felt helpless, and every day I would struggle with finding a reason to continue to live. I often felt like the world would be a better place without me. Like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it.
Nobody's struggling with fucking keeping their fucking hands to themselves and fucking not texting their cousin in a sexual way. You're the only one struggling with this. Who the fuck else is struggling with this? This is not depression. This is incest. Stop. Yo.
Don't even know it.
Nobody's struggling. You go to jail for that.
Out there, what? Just like
talking about. Who's gonna want to listen to you? That's incest. That you could go to jail for that.
Out there, what? Just like me, who are struggling and they don't even know it.
Nobody's struggling with fucking keeping their. I'm not gonna lie, this girl is insane. She really fucking tried it, but everything she said was a lie. She brought up old, irrelevant information that has nothing to do with the fact that she cheated on me with her cousin. I never forced myself onto her. I never put my hands on her. I never forced myself onto her. Everything was consensual. Every fucking thing, and that's on everything. That's on God. That's on everything. I will be taking this girl to court because this, like, you're not finna fucking like that's.
If y'all want to watch the full video, it's on his channel right here. I'm just skipping through parts and stuff. So
Defamation of character right there. That is sick. I didn't lie. I didn't say a single lie about what you did. I provided millions of evidence. I caught you. So why are you trying to make me look bad? You're the fucking cheater. You cheated on me with your cousin. I'm not gonna lie, bro. When I first seen this video drop, bro, my heart fucking dropped, bro. It took me so long to be able to record this. But, bro, I'm not gonna sit here and let her try to tarnish my image, bro. And play victim and play the SA card and make false allegations. But no. And she's...
Yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and end it off right here, man. You know what I'm saying? I was just about to end the video off earlier, but I'm glad I synced this. But y'all let me know in the comments about everything, what y'all think, and let me know what y'all think I should react to next. If y'all are new to the channel, subscribe right now. I love y'all. Stay blessed. And we out of here. See y'all in the next one.